Hey, what's up ladies and gentlemen, my name is Reptic. Today I'm bringing you guys a brand new video to show today, and what we're going to be doing is a tutorial on how to make a pop-up just like this on Photoshop. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Alright guys, so a pop-up is something that will come whenever in the video, whenever or wherever it'll go. I don't know, it might be say like when you say like the video or something, but there's so many different types of pop-ups you can have. But I'm going to be showing you how to make my style of pop-up. As you can see, my pop-up is just over there right now. That is the one for my like. So yeah, but we're going to get into how to make mine. So you want to come over to Photoshop, either Photoshop CC, CS6 or whatever version you have. You're probably really going to want like one of the newer versions, but yeah, once you come over to Photoshop, you want to come over to where it says File, you want to click on New, and then you want to put in 1920 by 1080. That is if you record or edit in 1080. If you record in 720, then you want to put 1280 by 720 in there, but we've got 1080, so we're going to go with that. So once you've done that, you should be given a white background. Now basically, there's going to be a little part of the video where we go into an editing program and stuff like that as well, unless you want to see something different on that, but yeah, we're probably just going to do it in the video so you guys can find it easier to do. But yeah, you should be given a white background like this. Now basically the first thing that you want to do is think of the text. Now mine says drop a like, so you want to get two different types of fonts. Now I'll leave a link in the description where you can get fonts, you can download your own fonts, but yeah, we're going to type in drop a, and we're going to make that actually in caps. Now this isn't the font that we're going to be using. You want to use like a bold font for the top, so we might use something like that. That looks pretty good. Or we could use I'm going to try and avoid the font that we actually used in the actual one. So yeah, we could use that one. That one looks pretty dope. So yeah, we could use that one. And now once you've done that, you want to just leave that. You want to either put it in the corner or get rid of the layer by clicking the little eye or whatever. But now we're going to get a second one where it's going to say like. Now you want this to be in more of like a brushy type font. So usually if you go into the font and you type in DK, there should be a load of different fonts that come up with DK. So yeah, we could pick one. Let's see which one we like. Let's go with this one. This one looks pretty good, and I'll leave a link in the description to the fonts that I am using if you guys like them and you wanna get them yourself. But yeah, once you've got these, you just want to line them up together. Now there we go, we've got drop a and like. I actually might get rid of the italic on this one, so yeah, let's just do that real quick. There we go. So yeah, basically you should have these two by now. If you want it to be a little bit smaller, you can resize it and then you can highlight it, come over to the characters, and then you can just spread that a little bit. There we go, and click done. So basically you should have drop a and like in two different fonts, so you can do that. Now we're going to make the top gray and the like in a different color that will stand out more. So yeah, basically you just want to click on drop a, you want to double click, or you either want to right click and go to blending options. Once you've done that, just drag that over to the side where you can see it or something like this. Let's just put it down here for now. Now you want to click on gradient overlay, as you can see here. So you should have gradient overlay on. Let's just turn that up and put it to normal. If you've not already got it normal, then set it to normal. And then what we're going to do here is when we've got this black to white fade, which will make a fade like that, you want to go to inner shadow. Now on the inner shadow, you want to select the color as white, put it on overlay, 100% opacity, 90 degrees. You want to set the distance and the choke to 0, and you want to set the size to something around about a 20, maybe a 20, yeah, about a 20, somewhere around a 20. Then you want to do inner glow, you want to do overlay, 100% opacity, the color is white again, but you just want to put the size up to about 10, and then once you've got 10, you can go to stroke finally, and then you just want to set that to about a 16, or maybe a little bit less. Yeah, 16 should do pretty well. And then you can also mess about with that, but yeah, we've got that so far. I'm actually just going to change the color to white, just like this, and we're going to lower the opacity on that real quick, just like this. Now as I say, depending on different fonts you've got, obviously the inner shadow and the different blending options are going to be different, but yeah, that's what you want to look like. That's what you want the drop A to look like. You want that to be in like a grey gradient. So yeah, that's basically the first part of it. Alright, so now moving on to the like part. This is the color that you're going to pick. So we're going to pick, let's go for a blue. So double click on that again. So you get the blending options. Now, once you've got the blending options, first of all, let's just move that over. Oh, let's move that over there. Boom, there we go. Now, once you've got the blending options, it's going to be the same thing, but basically just for that color. So you want to set the gradient overlay, and you want to get the colors that you want. So basically, we're going to click on that, and then we're going to set this to something like a dark blue. You want the bottom to be darker to go to lighter. So we're going to set that as like a dark blue, maybe a little bit lighter than that. There we go. And then you want to click the white, and you want that to go to a light blue. So a blue like that. That looks pretty good if you ask me. Then we might move that down so the light blue overpowers the dark. Then you want to go to the inner glow. The settings should be the same. If not, then overlay white. You want to set the size up a little bit more than what you had on that one. And then inner shadow, you want the same things. And then you want to also up the size a little bit. You can also up the choke on this one a little bit, just a little bit though, just like that. And then we're going to set the stroke. Now the stroke's going to be a lot heavier than what it was on the drop A or the grey one. And then once you've got that, boom, you've basically sorted out the like. Now basically all you've got to do now is you've got to sort out where you want the both text to be. So we can have it like that. That kind of works, but all you've got to know is that we're going to be putting a white stroke on, so you got to make sure that it looks good. So that could work, maybe a little bit more, just like that. That could look pretty good actually. We'll go like that. So basically once you've got this, you want to press shift on your keyboard. You want to make sure you're clicking like and drop A, so both of them should be highlighted right now. Then you're going to right click and click rasterize layer style. Once you've done that, both of them should turn into like pictures or PNGs. Then they both should still be highlighted, so press Control and E on your keyboard. Now that will turn into one like picture, so as you can see like that. Now we're going to double click again, so the blending options should come up. Now you want to go to stroke, and you want to turn the color to white. Now you'll definitely want to put on an outer glow now, because you won't be able to see that. So once you've done that, make sure your range is round about 50. You want to turn up the size just like that, and then you want to turn the stroke down to about roughly half of what you had the black stroke on. So we're going to turn the white one onto something like 8 or something like that. And then once you've got that all going, you can just mess around with the outer glow and stuff. But yeah, that looked pretty good right now. That's looking pretty good. So once you've done that, you can rasterize layer style, and you should have this. Now you just want to resize that, maybe put it on a little bit of a tilt and put it in the corner just like this. So and then you want to get rid of the white background. So that is that one compared to that one. To be honest, they look pretty similar if you ask me. They look pretty similar. So yeah, that is how to make it in Photoshop. Now we're going to head over to the editing software, where we're going to be, you know, going over how to get the little ring effect around it, like the electricity ball, and yeah, that should be pretty good. So let's jump in to the editing software. Alright guys, so when you've jumped into your editing software, I'm using Adobe Premiere Pro CC. So once you've done that, you want to obviously get your stuff. So I'm going to go to the desktop where we saved that, and we're going to use this one. So we're going to import that file. Then we're also going to get just some graphics or some like just some gameplay or something. So we've got some in here. Let's just grab some gameplay. Then we're also gonna get something called the electric, but it's basically like an electric bolt. So I'll leave a link in the description where you can go and download it. It'll be my own media file link, so you guys can go and get it. But it's called the blue electricity. What is it called? A buzz, the electricity buzz. I didn't really know the name of it, but basically you want to drag in your gameplay over. So yeah, this is where we're looking right now. We're going to be looking over here. So once you've got that, you basically just want to, you know, when you've edited all your video and stuff, you should be able to have that. Now this is just a quick sketch, but let's just drag in that. So basically that's what it will look like. That'll be the size of it on the video. If you're not really that happy with the size, you can come up to the effects control and you can mess about with the size. Maybe we could have it a little bit smaller, or we could have it maybe like that. That looks pretty good. Now basically what you want to do is you want it to pop up, so mine flies up. So the way that we're going to do that is that we're going to mess around with the keyframes, but we're going to do that after. So the first thing you want to do is get the electricity buzz. Now once you've got the electricity buzz, you want to get it in a part where it's like halfway through so you can see the full circle. I usually get it around halfway through, just like that. Now we're going to come up to the effects control and blend mode. We're going to turn that to color dodge. And when you've got it on color dodge, just resize it so it's around the size of the actual pop-up. So it's about that size. If color dodge doesn't work, I usually go with lighten, but whenever I can, I go with color dodge because it looks a bit better. But you can put it on lighten like that, and then you've got the electricity buzz. So if we play that, as you can see, we've got that. Now basically you want to hold Alt on your keyboard and you just want to drag a couple more of them. Let's just drag this up and zoom out a bit, but you want to drag it about up to 4 of them or something like that, around 4. So once you've got that, boom, there we go. Now what we're going to do is the part where it flies up. So what you want to do for that is you want to extend the front of it and you want to go back about 5 keyframes or something like that, just around that. So boom, there we go. We can get rid of that part. And you also want to put a cut right at the start of where the blue electricity cuts. Now you want to come back up to the effects control, and basically where it says scale and position, you basically just want to click these 2 little buttons. These are called keyframes, and when you've clicked both of them, they should go blue and they should look like a little timer. But you want to do that after you've dropped this down. Now as you can see, I'm using this position to make it go down like this, and then you want to put on the position and the scale. Now on here you want to use your keyboard arrows, and you want to click about 4 or 5 to the right. So click the right button about 4 or 5 times. So we're going to do 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then when we've clicked 4, you want to come back up to your effect control and you want to put it up back to around where the electricity buzz was. So once you've done that, it should look like that, and then boom, you've got that to go. And then it'll go through all of this video. You've got your pop-up and you should be saying like drop a like or whatever. But then what we're going to do is we're going to make it go back down. So we're going to cut right at the end again, right at the end of all the electricity buzz. We're going to put on the position and the scale again. You don't have to put the position on, but you don't have to put the scale on, but make sure you have the position on. And then we're going to go 4 or 5 to the right again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you've done that, and then you can just grab this position and drag it down. So basically this is what it will look like in the end. So basically that's what it looks like, and you can put sound effects on and everything like that, but that's what it's gonna look like. But anyway, that's basically the whole video. I'm sorry if this was a little bit of a long video, but hopefully I'll be seeing some pop-ups in your guys' videos. If you want to leave links on Twitter, I'll go and check them out and see what you guys made. But you can make these for subs, you can make these for follow me on Twitter, you can also make these for follow me on Instagram, all of that stuff. But if you guys want to see any more graphics videos, be sure to let me know what you want to see down in the comment section. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Let's go for 15 likes, guys. Hopefully we can smash it. But I've been Reptic, and I'll see you guys next time.